Anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
From the 31, Mahomes rolling to his right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Hello. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Here we go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On play action, they'll throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes connects with Kittle underneath. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, trying to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they try the right side here. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Mahomes going to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers continue to roll. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off at the 15. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded right around the 8th.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 79 yards.
And Washington able to get a score back.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Washington 7. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season?
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the fourth quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs. And that was an A-plus effort right there.
Here comes Nelson.
Now, they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
Man, I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Washington on 3rd down,
as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Back to throw again.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter down in Arizona. The Patriots, they've opened a 2-touchdown advantage in that one. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Out there, set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll set up to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. After the sack, they're starting to challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Gotta do better.
They'll look to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. He'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he will find his man, Samuel.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Boys, let's go. Let's go.